Hello everybody, welcome back to PadFootTD Games. My name is Zach, I'm the voice behind the icon, and today it is another week, everybody. We are still out here in Las Vegas, here with our Young Buck Beverage Co. hauler loaded up with our two Xfinity cars. We've been working all week just kind of testing and tuning and getting things a little bit more set for Phoenix, a little bit different of a setup, and making sure everything looks perfect for race day at Phoenix. It's just a little afternoon, like literally just a couple minutes afternoon. We're going to get on board and we're going to drive ourselves right on over to Phoenix. It's about a 6.5 hour drive, so we should be there relatively at the nighttime. And it's going to be an afternoon race here on Saturday. A little bit later in the evening, possibly having a little bit of sun going down, depending on how long it runs for. So, for those of you here for American Truck Sim, let's get ready. For those of you who are going to be here for the evlog, we'll see you in Phoenix. All right, so we are, about just under an hour from the track. Night is coming upon us here. On the drive, we got to have some stupid drivers. Oh, Strudies, you want to be on the crate? That's weird. Huh. All of our dogs are crate trained, but eventually they wean out of it, so we don't need it. But Layla recently, for some reason, has found comfort once again in her crate. It's interesting. All right, let's talk a little bit about last week's race in the Xfinity series at Las Vegas. So I know I kind of closed out last week's evlog with it, but we did okay. We started 30th, we finished 28th, and we were the first car a lap down. And seeing as we had a bent up front end from like really early on in the race, try to make 4 cars fit where only 2 could. It slammed us into the wall. We did a lot of fixing. We gave up a lot of track position as well to continue to keep on working on the car. So, we had to work with that and do as good as we possibly could. And Vegas was hard. Vegas was a very loose track. I was not confident in my skills with the track. And, again, there's 38 cars, so we still finished above 10. I'm taking that as a win. I'm taking that to the bank. We passed plenty. We did a lot of movement on the track. It was just one of those things. If we didn't have a broken car, I bet you we probably would have been in the top 20, which I know is only 8 spaces ahead, but it would have been something. So I'm hoping here at Phoenix, again, here's our goals for this week. Finish the race, okay, and not damage the car. It's on my own skill, but Phoenix, unfortunately, what got us before, and I did a little bit of testing out here over the winter before my leg surgery, was getting out of what is now turn 3, technically. Whoops, not paying attention. What used to be the old front stretch, and getting actually loose out of that turn and going to the inside front truss wall, which, if anybody remembers our truck career 2 years ago, that's what took us out of the championship running. We were having a bad day anyways, but still. So, my fingers are crossed with that we'll do well and we'll do fine. There wasn't anybody there. I know, I checked both in all of my mirrors. I've actually had that happen a couple times thus far, where it's like, oh, somebody's there, and no, there was not. Coming down to a red light, taking a left. As I say, we should be very close. We're just going to have to weave in and out of Phoenix a little bit. So that's our plan. And this is the last Xfinity race for a little while. I'm pretty sure I have a race every single week, especially when Stafford starts up. And we probably won't be back in the Xfinity car again until November. So again, Phoenix and probably Las Vegas. You know, there might be some one-offs. I am debating about doing Watkins Glen again this year. I've actually talked about doing Pocono. Again, because they're close to where I am. You know, we can relocate this truck up to Manchester, and we can just leave from our Manchester garage instead of our Concord garage. So, Concord garage. Also, shout out to the person, if they happen to be watching it, who is also from the New England area and knows the difference between Concord and Concord. I can appreciate that. But yeah, it's, 200 and something laps for Phoenix. Yeah, 200 laps. Stage breaks at 45 and 90. Kind of what we've been doing, what it feels like for the last couple of weeks. But Phoenix is an interesting track regardless. One, because of its shape, but also with that open dog leg, and iRacing is... The cars are iffy. They really slam. They really slam when you hit that open dog leg there. You stopped enough for the both of us. Gonna get ourselves on down here. It's a lot of warehouses out here. Oh, it's because it's the airport. That makes sense, actually. Interesting. The actual map here in American Truck Sim, I have not explored. Okay, so he must be at a red light, so you're stuck at the stop sign. Cool, we're in the hauler parade now. Oh, boy. Lack of sleep is catching up to me. It's been tech for Theater and Dance Show, so I'm just sitting here just a little bit exhausted at this point. Luckily tonight I do have the night off, so I get to spend it with my wife, which is awesome. Okay, they're moving, so you're going to be moving. So I was going to say, did you just stop or what? Okay, we're using the airport receiving right here to our right as Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Phoenix Motor Speedway. My gosh. I know where I was. I know where I want to be. What is going on? Words are hard. Also looks like iRacing is still down. That's like a long time. They've been down for... I would say it's the implementation of the rain, but I thought that was already starting to be there. Don't hit the dump truck. Don't get revenge. Trying to use up as much as I can to not drag it through the dirt. Get ourselves down here. I'll say that's pulled off, so that was originally a spot. Well, we'll get ourselves down here. That's not an entrance either. So the out and around, and that'll be fine. Hoping to be able to swing a little bit more, but I don't think that's going to happen. Swing a little wide. All right, Phoenix, here we are. It's actually a very interesting double slot there. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I haven't actually parked in one of these before, so you're just backed in there. you slanted? Yeah, I guess they are. Okay, yeah. We'll take this one down here on the end. Gonna have to do a little back up here, I think. Yeah, just a little bit. That'll do better. Let's actually just check outside because I got nobody directing me. There's that. There's that. Windows up because they don't work if you turn it off. And lights off. All right, let's take a step out. Let's see what our parking job looks like, and we can sign off. Because, again, we're not going to be starting up until tomorrow. All right, well, I can take that. That's actually not that bad. A little bit more on the line. I would have liked to have been a little bit straighter, but better than we were last week. So the hauler's looking good. I see everybody else kind of getting in, kind of getting settled. It should be a very interesting race here at Phoenix, and I'm just hoping to another finish. That's all that we're hoping for. We are such like an infant team here. If I hadn't already had some experience in the Xfinity series, we'd have rookie stripes right across the back of the car. But technically, we're not a rookie. We're just a lower tier team. So that's going to do it for this one, guys. If you did enjoy here for American Truck Sim, I will see you guys in the next one. And for those of you who are here for the weekly vlog, well, I'll see you tomorrow morning while we get unloaded and start practice here at Phoenix. All right, good afternoon, everybody. It is Friday afternoon here at Phoenix, and it is time for us to get unloaded for practice and qualifying. I've got a good feeling about this one. Like I said, I want us to finish the race, but since we don't have to try to keep our cars in the best shape, I'd like an opportunity to try and try to push forward as much as we can. We excel at short tracks. That's kind of what our deal is. We knew that we'd be a little bit better at them, so I'm hoping as we come to Phoenix that kind of feels like the first short track of the year. We can actually kind of pull that one through. But we'll see. So let's get us unloaded for practice, and we'll see you guys afterwards. right, back from practice, and you know what? Not that bad. We were in the top 10. I think we were 7th on the board. We laid down about 12 laps or so. I'm feeling pretty good about this. As long as we can keep our tires underneath us, I think that we actually might have a pretty good shot here for at least a top 20, and maybe if we're lucky, maybe even a top 10. But we got a couple adjustments I want to do, and we'll see how we do in qualifying. Fingers are crossed. We'll see you guys afterwards. You know what? I'm going to take that as a win. You know, at super speedways, it's all about speed, and we've got a pretty good car to be able to get speed. This one had a little bit more of a challenge, but I'm very happy to be able to say we're starting on the pole, everybody, here at Phoenix. I'm feeling really good about this race. Now, I'm hoping, cars in post-qualifying inspection, by the way. That's why I'm on the other side of the fence. I'm really hoping that we're going to be able to make some magic happen. I'm very hopeful that we're going to be able to get a top 10, but you know, I'll be the first to admit it. I have a habit of choking when it comes to running in a pack. So maybe if we can get ourselves out front, maybe we can try to use some of that clean air to our advantage. But now I've got the nerves of pacing. But that's going to be it for today. We hit the track tomorrow at 2:30 Eastern, which is, actually, no, 2:30 is the race. Right, because I think it's at 5:30 Eastern, or 4:30 Eastern. It's a weird time thing here in Phoenix. Either way, we'll see you tomorrow as we get to start on the grid, on the pole, here at Phoenix. All right, got Ella walked, got everything all set. The car is being pushed to the grid now. We're going to go get ourselves for driver intros, and it's 200 laps here at Phoenix for the call811.com. Every dig, every time. 200 for the Xfinity Series. I'm feeling lucky. I thought we'd feel lucky in Vegas, but Vegas kicked our butt. I'm hoping that we can change that luck today and kind of show everybody that we do have the ability to be here in the Xfinity Series. It may just take a little bit more practice. But let's head down to driver intros. Fingers are crossed. And we'll see you guys after 200 laps here at Phoenix. as the sun sets over the grandstands, our car's all loaded up and we are ready for the drive all the way back to the East Coast. But hey, we get to bring a little bit more hardware back with us. I've got to tell you, if I had an in-car audio for this race and the excitement that I had when I passed that line and the screams that I was screaming to get our very first Xfinity Series win. The first stage... Did the truck just start? It must have been the fob in my pocket. Whoops. But it's one of those things where, you know, the first stage, we were able to get out front and use that clean air. We won that stage about by 4 seconds, and we're like, okay, something's working well. A pit crew was amazing getting us on and off pit road today. Then it went right into stage 2, which was about 7 seconds, and I knew, you know, we were going to have something, but this last stage was going to be a longer. Luckily, a caution did come out for debris with 45 laps to go, and once we were out, we were able to still pull away from the field, but it was only at 3 seconds, and that number really started to drop as we were getting closer to the end, and I really thought if they had 5 more laps, we would not be taking home this beautiful trophy from Phoenix. But luck was enough on our side. What a way to be able to close out our just couple Xfinity races that we were planning here for this year. Puts a really big smile on my face. So time for us to head eastbound. Next week, we go to Hickory with the Super Late Model Pass Series for, I believe, 200 laps down to Hickory to kind of start off their season. So I'm really excited about that as well. And it's a little bittersweet now leaving the Xfinity Series. We've been with it for 4 weeks now, which is the longest that we've been in the Xfinity Series. So really cool opportunity, and now I'll get to go back to seeing it as a fan. Let's climb on board. Let's get ourselves out and start to head home. Climb on in. Start her on up. Make sure the lights are on. Parking brakes off. We are the last ones to go because we had our celebration, obviously, in pit road. And we also had to go through post-race inspection as well. So, lonely drive out, but again, we're not with another team, so not the end of the world here. But I hope you guys enjoyed this weekly vlog. It was actually cool to be able to have a good one with you guys. And one that actually felt really close. You know, no fun if you win by a ton. You know, winning by 2 seconds, I'll actually take that one here at Phoenix. We got to get the truck back. Got to get that plastic replaced before we head out. But overall, super, super happy. Alright, well, that's going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed, we do try to get a video out here on the channel every single day. And these weekly e-vlogs, I hope that they're going to keep on happening as the year starts to turn into summer and we get back into building house mode. It's a lot of fun to be able to make these and be able to share them with you guys. But with that, I thank you guys so much for coming out to this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.